the community the chance to select replays from any game, really, Han and Dota being the big ones, and I'll do my best to cast the match in a timely fashion and get it back to you. So that's what we're doing here. Going to be doing this one. So with that, without further ado, let's go ahead and go over the lineups here and see what we're dealing with. On the Legion side, we got Osiris93 playing the Scout. He's going to scout him and route him right here. Always a fan of seeing Scout. And look at this, the offlane Scout actually is going to go for the early pull right here. Swiftblade attempting to run him down. He has a spin, but it would probably be a waste, as, wouldn't be getting a kill by any means. So, not sure what the game plan is here from Swiftblade, but this is just going to be a free pull for Scout. Nothing that he can do about it. Anyway, so Osiris93 on the Scout. We got Nordahl. Nordahl playing the Drunken Master. I know that he's been getting some reworks recently, so interested to see how he does. We have Solstice being played by XX Slayer XX, Mr. Xbox player over here. I'm Sober on the Artesia. Good for you, buddy. And West0011 on the Plague Rider. Plague Rider, I've always felt is kind of an undervalued hero in a lot of ways. So, anyways, that's the lineup here on the Legion side. On the Hellborn side, Enblaz playing the Soul Stealer. Juya Shan, we'll go with that. Juya Shan on the Pandemonium, playing the Kangaroo Monium here in this case. Swiftblade in the hands of Raffle Stiltson. I like that, actually. It's a clever name. Hyther on the Voodoo Jester, and Koldo playing the Empath here at the top lane currently. So look at this tower pressure early on, by the way. Scout, of course, doing that pull, thus leading the creep wave into the tower at this point of the game, at least. So he's going to take some tower damage, but, offlane Scout kind of curious. I know that we saw glimpses of it here and there, and the idea that he blocks camps with those Eyes of His. He does have a ward to block one of the pole camp even. He did not get Electric Eye, though, so a little curious about that. I thought that's kind of one of the powerfulnesses of running the off-lane Scout. But at the bottom lane, Pandemonium might be in some trouble. Solstice coming in for the gank. Flies a stun. Plague Rider chasing down. Doesn't have his nuke just yet. Not enough mana for, but Pandemonium, that's Drunken Master, excuse me, goes in for the lunge. However, not enough follow-up damage. They were kind of splitting right there between the Voodoo Jester and the Pandemonium middle lane. Bloodlust going to be coming out. Caught the tail end of it. Oh, the turn kill almost goes down to the creep down to 9 life. I'm Sober, though, on the Artesia. Will survive just barely and managed to heal on up here. But catching the tail end of that one, but going toe-to-toe with that Soul Stealer. But those arcane missiles doing enough right there, and successfully earning him the kill. So well played, and that's gonna set Soul Stealer behind quite a bit. Soul Stealer is especially one of these heroes where obviously you die, you lose those souls, and that just sets you even further behind. So he comes right back and he clears a creep wave at least. So he's already up to 8 souls again. So I guess not the worst thing ever, but still don't want to have that happen too many more times, if at all, again, if you're Soul Stealer in this case. So taking a look at the creep farm, we got Artesia at 4-2, Soul Stealer 6-2. It's only 3 minutes into the game right here, so not to look too much into that, but slight advantage for the Soul Stealer, but Artesia more worried about the harassment, it seems like. Does have a regen rune actually bottled up, so yeah, he's going to go in pretty aggressively right here. I don't know what the game plan is here, because he can't necessarily pop it out. Okay, he's going to pop it in the face if he lands an Arcane Missile. Oh, nice job with the Mana Battery. That's an interesting mid-item pickup, but I guess Artesia is one of those heroes that you're going to be picking it up again, so manages to use it in time and thus stay alive. So good timing there by Soul Stealer, and obviously ends up being an efficient choice on the part of him. Stays alive, but the downside is that he has to go all the way back to base again, and Artesia will just clean up here in the middle lane with that bottle. Able to use those arcane missiles pretty freely. Scout top lane having to vanish right there. Make sure he gets out before enough damage takes place. Drunken Master, though. 1 second, guys. Here we go. Set, save, replay. Forgot to do that at the beginning. There we go. We're going through the pauses because we got skills here. Okay, anyways, back to the game. Drunken Master. He's farming away. Pandemonium actually had to go all the way back to base, it looked like, to get his regen on. He's not having the greatest farm down here, of course. Only 2-1 at the bottom. Drunken Master much better at 13-4. Voodoo Jester throwing that acid cocktail out. He does have the level 2 Cursed Ground, but choosing not to use it right there. And it would be pretty tough, obviously, unless Pandemonium's right on top of it with that, what am I thinking? With the flick ready to go on top of the cannonball stun, then Not going to be necessarily getting a kill out of it. So level 2 is all right. I mean, level 3 is where I think the Cursed Ground really starts to take off as far as the damage output. So maybe, if anything, I'm going to also wait for that to come out. Curious that he went to 1 point in Mojo. I don't know if something's changed recently, but, I mean, maybe there's just that value point as they're going to go in right here. But Solstice was sitting on nearby. They're going for Voodoo Jester. The Cursed Ground is out. Nice cannibals on both, but Artesia being here as well. And they're going to get the double kill. Now, can Drunken Master survive? Oh, barely. The last tick, not enough damage. Well, talk about perfect timing, though. Solstice was sitting there the whole time, waiting for the bait, and then Artesia even roaming on over. Did he have a haste rune? I think he might have had a haste rune right there. That's why he got there so quickly. Anyways, comes in and helps us up the turn kill. And ends up being a 2-for-0 exchange. So 3-0 start in favor of the Legion side right here. We have Soul Stealer going to take advantage of Artesia missing at least in the meantime, as those 20 souls currently added up. And again, when it comes to CS, he's actually winning the matchup by quite a bit. But now Artesia does have that Essence Projection, aka Ultimate. I don't even know if I've known that name before. Obviously Artesia here we just never saw at all competitive on, so very rare moments. Essence Projection, huh? Okay. Anyways, has that. It's global, right? No, it's not global. God, things have changed so much. So it's not global anymore. That's right. She has a chance. She can heal now, though. That's right. Right? Yeah, if you activate the Arcane Bolt ability. Okay, there you go. God, I'm trying to get a grasp of what happened to Artesia. Anyways, bottom lane Drunken Master. He's trying to live the Curse Crown on him, though. I think that's good enough, be enough to take him down, but at what cost for the Pandemonium? He gets turned on, but Solstice coming in, and now Voodoo Jester also going to be run dead. Oh my God, Drunken Master actually lived. What? He was down to like 1 health right there. Oh my gosh, it just wasn't enough damage to get the kill. And a double tap once again. X-Slayer X, Mr. Xbox Master, helps set up another double kill. This Solstice is being fantastic here at the bottom lane. He's 2-0-2 as middle tower. Wow, that's awkward. Artesia with illusions. Couldn't deny the tower right there. That's unfortunate. But nice tower kill for the Hellborn LA, so a little bit of a sign of positive life coming out in their favor. But obviously the 5-0 hero kill start in favor of the Legion. And you look at the overall GPM. Artesia is leading the way, but both Solstice and Swiftblade's actually not doing too shabby either, as Pandemonium, no, he's just diving quite a bit. Pandemonium, man, does not really have any far, 130 gold per minute. This has proven to be a very difficult lane, and it's almost a case of why are they continue to come down here. I feel like they should just be roaming the other lanes at this point, because, yeah, they're just going to feed kills, especially with the Solstice being active. That's another kill on Voodoo Jester. Can't believe Drunken Master lived there, though. That's insane. That Curse Ground, was that level 3? I want to say that was a level 3 Curse Ground as well. Anyways, he barely survives. Middle lane, Artesia going to push it out with those illusions, but now Soul Stealer's back. Soul Stealer getting a lot of buildup, man. Power Supply, Blood Chalice, Bottle. Holy crap. I don't know if this is like the new norm or something, but that feels like a lot of freaking buildup coming out from Mr. Soul Stealer here. How's Scout doing at the top lane? He's got the Refreshing Ornament. I know this is definitely considered to be a prime item nowadays in a lot of core heroes. You got the agility presence that it brings, as well as the nice, well, the heal, the refreshing heal, you could say. Scout taking advantage of that. Seems like a perfect item for him, especially in this case. You could also say the shield, the Iron Shield would have also been a potentially powerful item on him, but figuring it's not necessary. In fact, the fact that he didn't get the Buckler at all, a little curious about that, but he didn't need it, clearly. He's been doing fantastic here at the top lane, and if anything's staying alive, he's going to be run down by Swiftblade. Those Swift Slashes ready to go, but can't really find the opening. Solstice going to be jumped. It's nighttime, as we see. And now Pandemonium picking a fight you're not going to win, but with Soul Stealer nearby, maybe you are. There's the final auto attack, and they secure the kill. Good bait right there, but now Artesia coming in. Throwing out the spin, realizing now she's in a bad spot, does have the haste rune. In comes the Plague Carrier as well. Gets the kill on a Soul Stealer, and Voodoo Jester has to walk away. Lucky that it didn't bounce one more time. Can maybe Drunken Master get close enough? The lunge, oh, just not close enough. He has another stagger, though, in 3 seconds. I don't think this Voodoo Jester is out of the woods just yet. Untouchable is going to be activated, actually. He's going to stagger forward. If he lunges in, I almost feel like he could get that kill, but it would be so risky. And, yeah, not going to be worth it right there. So he decides to fall back. And that will be the end of it. Man, that Plague Carrier, though, doing work by Plague Rider roaming it on in with those Striders. Denying creeps. He has a level 3 extinguish, actually. Using that to deny creeps constantly. But yeah, Solstice being nighttime now. He's looking for an opportunity here. So it doesn't have that Q stun anymore of the Shadow Dash. But of course the ultimate, the Lunar Judgment now. Applying that, that fear effect here. Needs to be careful not to get caught out by Swiftblade. Does have Steam Boots. As Mono attacks, in comes a Sniper ults. There's the Swift Slash is used. And now Solstice on the run, but Swiftblade all of a sudden, he's the one that's feeling some pressure. As Scout wants to finish him out. This will be a big kill for Scout. He's going to open up right here. This should be enough damage. Yeah, the flurry of attacks, nothing Empath could do. Down goes Swiftblade. And now Empath actually the one in trouble. Solstice goes back in with not much life, but very aware of the situation. However, did not expect Pandemonium to be here. He goes in for the flick. However, now Playground joins the party. Kick another. Oh, he missed the flurry right there of auto attacks. And down goes Pandemonium. Hat trick coming out for Osiris right there on the Scout. Yeah, missed the Q, unfortunately. Missed that flurry. And thus, Solstice will walk it off, the BM coming out to top it all off. But yeah, Solstice a little lucky right there, but you know what? He survived. So good for him. He's looking in dire spots here for the Help War, and kinda. I mean, Soul Stealer, man, I guess this is what Soul Stealer does, but he is flash farming like a boss. 380 gold per minute right here. He has 1,700 gold saved up. What is he going for? Is this going to be the all-in Portal Key game, or is he going to be going the Firebrand? You figure he would have bought the components of the Firebrand already if that's what he's going for. So something tells me he might be going for the first item Portal Key, which would be curious. Pandemonium or Alkbone, sure, why not? Pandemonium, oh, that Arcane Missile hit. He needs one more. The projection, though, is not going to be close enough. And instead, Artesia going to throw out some heals here. That's right, you can move it now as well. Voodoo Jester, going to try to destroy that. Needs to be careful about that, though. Oh, yeah, he's going to be lunged in, pushing him backwards, and that's a dead Voodoo. I don't know why Voodoo Jester thought that was a good idea. It's like, guys, he didn't even have teammates nearby. Meanwhile, top lane, they find Soul Stealer, who just got his Alk Bones, and he dies right after that. That is not good. The fact that Scout is catching up to the Soul Stealer, this was a 1 versus 2 offlane Scout, and he has now a Sustainer finished. On his way, is that going to be a Battle Fury? Oh my gosh, or wow, Rune Cleaver coming out right here. I was almost going to say Nullstone, but no, Rune Cleaver actually. I guess that wouldn't make more sense. I mean, Nullstone wouldn't be a bad option here as well, so we'll see what Scout goes for here, but playing the offlane Scout, he's farming just fine, and now the Swift Slash that's not going to do much damage, unfortunately, even a creep nearby. Now Swiftblade, he has to run. Not going to get too far, though. Boom shakalaka. The marksman shot comes out, although Scout now in trouble. The Cursed Ground, that should be enough damage. One more tick should be the end of him. And, oh, he tried to get killed by the neutrals. Well played right there, but he does fall in the end. So, meanwhile, the Plague Carrier was used in the background, but it looks like it didn't really have the most bounces right there, and they end up surviving as a result. So Scout, just as I'm mentioning his success, a little bit of Caster's Curse kicking in. Hell, on both sides, because I was just talking about Soul Stealer before that too, wasn't I? But yeah, going the Alk Bones right here. So very greedy style, but you know what? It's going to really snowball that much further, I guess. And not going to be as useful to the team just yet, but you could argue that's not necessarily what they need right now. They need him to farm. In comes the Essence Projection. A lot of damage to follow. Down goes Empath. And the rest, they're just going to keep their distance, realizing that there's a lot more nearby. So this Artesia, over 300 gold per minute now herself. She actually chose to get the Striders first. Going to be going into those post-haste, I'm sure. And she, too, has a lot of build-up, but it makes a little more sense, honestly, on an Artesia. Again, more of the magic caster. Wants a lot of those stats, wants all those build-ups. Soul Stealer, I was very curious to see it. I'm still not sure if the Blood Jousts especially was necessary. But Swiftblade's going to be dove on. At the top lane, we got more action. The lockdown on Artesia from Pandemonium right here, using that face smash. Isn't enough follow-up damage. It is the Cursed Ground, actually. Will take him down. Scout on the chase, though. Has the marksman shot. Gonna get the snipe kill. And now can he make the escape? It looks like they're not even going after him. They're chasing over here. They want Solstice, but she's a little too far away. So Scout is going to stay alive and possibly look for another kill even. He's going to find Empath right here, but not going to open. Instead, we'll counter ward and go elsewhere. A couple of glowstones being picked up. Plague Rider and Artesia both have them. I'm not going to lie. Okay, what does the Staff of the Master do? I don't know if Artesia's staff is really core. Increases cast range to 5,000. That seems really strong. Because right now the cast range is only 800, so... Yeah, I guess it doesn't make it global, but it makes it feel like it might as well be global, kind of one of those deals. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what she goes for there. And then Plague Rider, what is his Staff of the Master? Oh, they did add that. That's right. Causes it to bounce infinitely. Oh, Jesus. Now, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that choice. Now, actually, he has Arcana on top of that, so I guess it's not going to be that. That's actually a thought, though, because Pandemonium's trying to run away. He's going to be silenced up. Cannot cannonball as a result. He can cannonball now. He needs to. Okay, or not. Or he just won't, but I guess he'll be fine. Soul Stealer going to post haste. Jesus, this is the definition of greed, man. Alk Bones in a post haste. Basically saying, I do not want to interact at all with the other team in the first 20 minutes of this game. And now there's been 16 kills, so you're kind of forced to be. Is this gonna? What is this build though? What am I missing right here? It's been too long. This is about Harkons, doesn't it? Do those items build anything together? Wait, so what am I missing here? They don't actually build anything together, so he just happens to have both components right now of different items. Anyways, Pandemonium. He's trying to make some plays happen at the top lane as they're getting a little too greedy here on the Legion side. Scout is going to be able to vanish out, though. Do they not have vision detection? Oh, it doesn't look like they do. They really need that dust, man. There's no excuse now. I mean, this Scout has been a nuisance this whole game. You got to have that detection here if you are the Hellborn side. So hopefully they pick up on that. Instead, for the time being, they're going to push the top lane. The wall coming out from Empath, not going to block necessarily, but the ulti from Soul Stealer, more than enough damage to secure that kill. Throwing off that Soul Burst right there, and now the top tower push. So, despite Soul Stealer's build, they're still going to transition as a team to push in the top tower. And do so pretty effectively. I mean, I will say those items are paying off, at least GPM-wise, for NBless. He's 460 gold per minute now. Holy crap. Okay, Artesia actually choosing to get the, what is that item even called? It's been so long, man. And again, these are items that we never see either. Spell Sunder, okay. So yeah, get in the Spell Sunder. I thought it might have been the Staff of the Master, but Spell Sunder, I guess, also makes sense on a hero like Artesia, to be fair. As Scout, Marksman shot. Was that a kill? No, I don't know what the plan was there. Is he dead? Oh my gosh, that almost ticked him down. I don't know. Yeah, there wasn't going to be a kill happening, so he almost died in the Cursed Crown as he got spun on right there, but ultimately survives. Speaking of greed, Voodoo Jester going first item post-haste as well. What is going on this game? I'm so caught up on what Soul Stealer's doing, but at least he's a carry of sorts. What is Voodoo Jester doing? Very greedy build himself. Swiftplay, meanwhile, trying to finish his own Rune Cleaver here, it looks like. And then you got Pandemonium. He's got the Ghost Marcher, so obviously has the early efficiency here as far as an item goes, and definitely putting out some good damage, similar to a Drunken Master with Ghost Marchers, but Ghost Marchers and Soul's Bulwark already finished on Drunken Master here, meanwhile. So he's really just one step ahead right now. As top lane, Scout, he's sitting here patiently. He is going to be going that Null Stone, actually, so I thought maybe the Rune Cleaver with the start that he was having, despite being the off lane, but no, he's going the Null Stone. It is a good item this game, as the rundown here. Pandemonium, no more Cannonball. And he got silenced up anyway, so nice kill there. Yeah, you got the face smash, you got flick even. It's going to be good for stopping that. I guess you got the stun. Although Mojo will take it off instantly, so if you're quick with that. And then you got Essence Slink as well. Oh, and then, of course, with Slashes. So, yeah, there's several single-target abilities that are pretty impactful. I think overall it's actually a good choice right here. And just the region in general. Always going to be nice to have. Solstice, meanwhile, pushing down the bottom lane. It is daytime as we see. He's going to get that charge stun as a result, but trying to make his way out of here now.
This is also great.
And I guess he'll do just fine with that. He actually got that portal key. So more of that initiation-style Solstice build. He's been very active in this game, to be fair, so it makes sense. 3-1-7 right now. Middle lane, he's being locked down. Out comes the ward from Voodoo Jester. We're going to be stopped immediately. That Cursed Ground, I don't think it should be enough. As top lane, apparently there's more action up here, though, as Pandemonium gets picked off. And Solstice, yeah, he's definitely going to be living. Even Artesia throwing out some heals in the process, and now they're chasing after the Empath. Oh, my God. see Empath? No, you don't. Soul Stealer, he wants a big Soul Burst right here. He's going to open up with a Soul Burst going off. The 2 kills just like that. And Artesia now needs to run Scout. He wants to go back in, though. Soul Stealer is pretty vulnerable. Not the tankiest with this build currently. That Assassin Shroud not going to be off cooldown just yet, but not enough auto attack damage from Scout either. So he will survive at the time being. And now he's going to try to run it off. Wow, he barely lives right there. That was damn close. What is going on down here, meanwhile? Okay, that was Voodoo Jester kind of going a little YOLO. Trying to make some plays, I guess. Not sure about that. And he ends up getting taken out. And now we have Empath coming back in, only to die once again, though, when you're porting in by yourself as support. Yeah, you got to be a little smarter about that situation right there. So nice pick onto him, and 21-7 lead now. Yeah, that shield breaker on Drunken Master clearly showing off the last 5, but we're not done just yet. Soul Stealer wants another opening. He doesn't have Soul Burst, but he's hitting fairly hard now with that Assassin Shroud, and that's going to finish off Plague Rider. Nice cannonball stun landing right there. He didn't even use a flick, and you probably want to make a point of using that, of course, with a minus armor, if anything, to help that Soul Stealer out. But hey, he hit the cannonball stun. That's what matters. And now they're chasing after Artesia at the top lane. Voodoo Jester, nice job. The Spirit War comes out. That's definitely a kill. Even with no damage from Juggernaut, I'm pretty sure that would have been. Artesia trying to maybe get a turret kill. That's not going to happen. But Scout, can he finish the job? A couple of auto attacks ulti. Wants to make sure he has sight. Come on, do it. A couple of auto attacks ulti. We need to silence too. They are kind of nearby. This is risky, I guess. He does have a regen. No, that's not a regen. I thought that was a regen right on it. Goes over here. Drunken Master also kind of nearby. He's going to be a distraction, I guess, if anything. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Soul Stealer running into Solstice or vice versa. And Solstice is the one that's going to fall. Nice jump through top there. And they're going to run out Drunken Master. This Scout is still just sitting on top of them. Drunken Master keeps on running this whole time. But Scout is not going to find the opportunity that whole time. But maybe he is now on a Swiftblade, actually. Oh, that damage. That shield breaker, as soon as it goes up with a Soulsborg between him and Scout, they just wreck anyone that they jump right there. So great patience by Scout. I mean, I definitely would have been opening on that Voodoo Jester a long time ago and trying to get the quick solo kill right there. So would have been risky, and you know what? He played the safe route, and he ends up getting rewarded in the end with a free kill on Swiftblade. Good execution right there. Artesia does have the Spell Center finish, so good to see there. The shield breaker now level 2 now picked up. Staff of the Master almost finished on Plague Rider. So yeah, I was curious to see the Arcana first, but I guess maybe a change of mind or just like the stats from the item. It feels a little funky. But the Staff of the Master is going to have infinite bounces. Now, to be fair, I don't know if this is the best choice that you could be going for if you're Plague Rider, to be honest, when it comes to your item choices, because I mean, it's fun. It's one of those fun, like, can be decent ultimate abilities as a result of the Staff of the Master, but you could argue perhaps more supportive style items would have been more beneficial for the teams. Things like that mechanism. Things like the Ashlab, excuse me. Things like the tablets and whatnot, but Staff of the Master, we'll see. We'll see how the bounces work out this game for him. And I also, I forgot about the change to Plague Rider actually with the new Earthblight ability. Gives and pulls enemies back. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, Soul Stealer, Soul Burst. Okay, it's a decent placement right there. Half-Life Scout right off the bat. Empath inside Soul Stealer with that Genjiro on. He is just wrecking face. Down goes Drunken Master, and now Scout's on the run. He's going to try to TP out. 3 shots later, though, he is dead. And a double tap for the Soul Stealer, especially with Empath inside. You do not want to mess with this now. So the greedy build of Soul Stealer, it is paying off now. They did not capitalize enough in the Legion side, apparently. And now you have 600 gold per minute for Soul Stealer. Wait, did somebody resub? I'm sorry. Oh, it does not show up during this. Yeah, no, I have that turned off for this. So if you want to wait till after, any kind of notices like that will not show up on the broadcast currently while I'm doing these cast me's, so just heads up there. Anyways, 24 minutes into the game right now. Rune Cleaver almost finished on Swiftblade finally. That's it's going to be a feel-good moment once he gets that. But, you know, especially with the greediness of Soul Stealer, if there's more communication, maybe they would have been better off. Swiftblade, that is not going for the Rune Cleaver. Instead, going for more of a battle presence, something like the Energizer even, into the Firebrand, into the Yasha, not the, God, I'm all over the place. Firebrand into the Geometer Spain, I meant to say there, so. But going to begin the Rune Cleaver, and once he does, ideally that farm will start excelling, but obviously right now, 250 GPM right here. Yeah, the Nullstone choice on Scout. Again, I don't think it's a bad pickup by any means, but maybe there could have been a more offensive item that he could have benefited from. Something like the Nullfire Blade even. Would have been fun to see on Scout, I think, with just the early start that he had. He's going to open on a Voodoo Jester here. Obviously, Voodoo can't stun him. You'd have to Mojo first. They're going to attempt a Congour, though. It's the Hellborn side, and if they're seen doing this, they got good vision around. They got a Ward of Revelation there. They got an Observer Ward here. Ward of Sight. Yeah, this is going to be a free Congour kill, actually.
Congour has been slain.
That it has. So Congour goes down, and that's now a token for Soul Stealer for the next 4.5 minutes about. Makes its way to the top lane. He's level 19 here as well. That Shield Breaker level 3 now finished on Drunken Master, so some nice amp damage. And it looks like the Nullfire Blade is going to be coming out for Scout right here. You also have Solstice picking up a Firebrand. So trying to ramp up that damage output as a team. Artesia, though, with the Spell Sunder, would maybe like to see that Hellflower on her. Or even the Portal Key wouldn't be bad. That's Soul Stealer now, 2,300 more gold saved up. Did end up getting a Whispering Helm. And he's going to look for a kill right here. No Empath inside, but jeez, that damage. He nearly 4 shots Artesia. I don't even know why he went for Demon Hands right there. He ends up getting turn-killed, actually. The Token of Life going to be popped as a result, but now Empath jumps inside. Can they get the run? Drunken Master with the Shieldbreaker applied. Down goes Soul Stealer, and now Empath is going to be caught as well. Yeah, if you're Soul Stealer at this point, you do not stop for Demon Hands like that. You just go for straight auto attacks, because he was doing way more damage with the auto attacks at that point than he was with the Demon Hands. But obviously, in hindsight, the dive was way too much right there. However, Swift Slashes catches Plague Rider, and he is going to fall. As Plague Rider kind of just runs uphill awkwardly. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were definitely made by Plague Rider. So, Rune Cleaver finally finished on Swiftblade. Now he has a broadsword picked up, so I'm guessing it's going to be an Assassin Shroud follow-up himself. Is there any detection in this game, by the way? That's something I've been looking out for, too. There is dust on Empath, which is good. Oh, the Soul Burst opening! That damage, they dropped to 3/4 of the life, and he gets a double tap as a result. I thought Empath was inside, but no, that was just simply a solo Soul Stealer. And indeed, again and again and again, he is just constantly setting up with these initiations. Obviously, the dive at the top lane wasn't the greatest, but other than that, overall, it's been going very well. And what was a pretty horrendous start here for the Hellborn side overall, and again, a very greedy decision of a build, though, by Soul Stealer, and you know what? It's ended up paying off. Because if it wasn't for that over-the-top Alk Bones in a post-haste build, then you got to wonder if things would be the same right now. And this comeback would be happening, but they even have the lead now, 3,500 gold lead, 3,700 experience lead. Scout, again, the Nullfire Blade finished. What is this? Dispels buffs and applies Dispelled for 4 seconds. What's Dispelled? What does applied Dispelled mean? I actually don't even know what that means. Anyways. I don't think he's getting a solo kill on Soul Stealer, so he's just simply getting information right now, Artesia. Nice wall, though, by Empath. Yeah, this Artesia has definitely died off a lot, too. She got the Spell Sunder and really hasn't had anything since. Has another 2,000 gold saved up, so maybe he is going for that portal key as Pandemonium. Jeez, that every time, though, once that lunge comes out from Drunken, you just see those life bars melt. Wherever he happens to catch right there. At the top lane, though, Soul Stealer. Going to have Empath nearby. It's the slow? That's what that means? Oh, Dispel. It is the slow. Okay, it is. You're right. Oh, the ultimate being channeled. It's a nighttime ultimate, so the Fear Effect coming out. Empath gonna jump inside, maybe. He is silenced out. The Dispel coming out. He will get taken out, and so will Voodoo Jester. At least their core lives in Soul Stealer, as he will run away. So that's the good news. Bad news is chase is still happening. Swiftblade is going to pop Swift Slashes. He sure is. Tundra running the other way. That's Solstice. What am I saying? Not anyways. There's the turn kill on a Swiftblade. But Tundra goes down as well. In comes a Plague Carrier. And down goes Soul Stealer. Double tap coming out. Genocide in favor of the Legion. As my camera got all funky right there. That looked like Tundra for a split second. Then I had to remind myself that that's not Tundra. That's Solstice in the game. Anyways. Big fight now for the Legion side and grouping up. Obviously, they don't have Solstice or Drunken, but confident they can still make a solid push up here. But yeah, it kind of goes back to, though, the lack of support style items for this Legion side. And, you know, I really look back at the Plague Rider, playing the pure support Plague Rider, yet he went first item staff of the Master, essentially. And I don't even know if that's coming to play. Like, again, it's one of those on paper, it sounds fun abilities, but the likelihood that it's actually going to be effective, it's not. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like, and if anything, it's a luxury item. It's a late game pickup. It's not a first item pickup on this hero. So I'm not a huge fan of seeing that the more this game has moved on here, but what's done is done. It's just 4,200 gold spent on stats, essentially. Because that's all it does, right? I believe that's all it does. It just simply makes it infinite. It doesn't actually... Did it actually increase the damage? If it increased the damage as well, then okay. Maybe it's actually a little bit... Maybe it's okay, but still not worth it. Even if it increased the damage, I still don't think it's worth it. Shrunken Ed finished on Soul Stealer, meanwhile. 10 seconds, good to go. Pandemonium also has its own. This Pandemonium... Talk about recovering, man. I mean, he's only 235 GPM, but this was a horrendous start for Pandemonium. And, hey, you know what? He's basically playing an initiator for the team. The fact that he's got his Shrunken Head now, that's great news for them. As Swiftblade will find himself running into a couple of heroes. He'll spin on out, though. Chose to get that Assassin Shroud himself. And not a huge... I feel like I'm saying this constantly. Not a huge fan of the item, but, you know, it's... I guess it is a public game after all. And I do think more of the carry style of Swiftblade, more of the Firebrand into Geometer's Bane. The eventual Wing Bow even, things like that would have been beneficial, but we're going to catch Pandemonium right here. Getting a little too interested in what's going on. There's a Storm Spirit now picked up on Voodoo Jester. Go with that post-haste. Oh, Soul Stealer. He's going to be found right here. Dust comes out. Empath pops on out. The Soulbird's going to be used. He says, screw it, might as well fight. He does have the PKP up, so he's able to stand his ground pretty well. Solstice gets turned. He just needs to right-click. He cannot run right here, and he is going to right-click. Drunken Master goes down. They got the kill to Empath, but obviously they're not winning this overall fight right now. Soul Stealer's doing work. There's the Essence Projection. Going to be used by Artesia, but not going to stay close enough, and he'll pop the Genjiro and run on out of there. Oh, was the Nullstone activated by the Swift Slashes? I didn't even catch that. Meanwhile, speaking of Swiftblade, they're sitting on top of each other. Essence Projection catches Voodoo Jester with Scout. He was just scouting with the team, and then all of a sudden he's dead. So a couple of kills back and forth right there. But still think Soul Stealer overall pretty pleased, and the Hellborn side with how that played out right there. 670 plus gold per minute. Pretty much been sitting around that mark for Soul Stealer at this point. What does he get next? 4,200 gold. I mean, Symbol of Rage is kind of a... It's probably an obvious choice, although I don't know if that's necessary yet. He probably wants to sell the Blood Chalice and get something like that Wingbow. I think Wingbow here actually would be very good. Yeah, because you look at... You got Scout, you got Drunken Master, Solstice. Wingbow's a very, very good item in this game. Almost, I really hope that's his choice, actually. I'm looking at it. Yeah, Plague Rider going for the Resto Stone. It's just, he's just really stuck in this mindset. Oh, my ultimate's really good. I'm gonna buff it up and be able to cast it twice in fights. It's really not. It's really not, guys. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love calling out Plague-oo every time it's casted, but when you're a pure support Plague Rider and you're going, we've already been over it. Anyways, yeah, not a fan. It is what it is. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we're going to see a huge Plague Rider ultimate that's going to change my mind. But Pandemonium, he'll be jumped here by Solstice, dropped Half-Life immediately. Drunken Master finishes the job. And now Voodoo Jester's on the run, but here we go with a Soul Burst with the Shrunken, and you can't stop that, bitches. As a Symbol of Rage is also picked up, so he's got heal if necessary. Not even there, though. 3 kills coming out. Double tap for Inblaz. And easily a fight they win. A 3-for-1 exchange. That all started with them jumping on the Pandemonium, but then Soul Stealer and Swiftblade arrived. And things completely turned over to the other side. And now the secondary tower. It's going to drop. So, Symbol of Rage, again, I don't know if that's... it's like you're sitting with a Blood Chalice in your inventory. I feel like I'm being critical of this game. I'm sorry. I'll stop being critical. We're having fun with this one. Swiftblade, oh my god, he's going to die. The opening from Scout, who also has a shield breaker now, so... Hoping to take him out right there. But Solskjaer is like, you know what? I got a Symbol of Rage. Why am I scared? He's going to go back in, and for good reason. He just drops Artesia. Too bad they don't have vision for Scout, or else he too would be in a lot of trouble right here. But all of a sudden it is just Scout. He's going to hang out nearby. He's not going to make the play himself, though. He has to wait for somebody else to come back up. This tier 3 tower, I think it's a good damage, but Scout does have a couple of teammates here now. Solstice has the portal key if they want to chase this, but Scout's just simply going to run them down. Would really like to see a bound die on both sides at this point, too. There's so many times the Scout's just kind of sitting on top of these heroes for so long. He's going to open on a Voodoo Chester, actually. But again, he'll just pop Vanish. Just like, what can you do? Oh, they popped. Wait. Did he come out right there? Was that what that is? Or he's the one that dusted. That was actually kind of curious. Anyways, Voodoo Chester goes down. Azure is all but now. Solstice is going to fall. The BKB, though, on Soul Stealer. He's going to take that damage with the marksman shot. He's going to heal up with the Symbol of Rage. The Plague Courier going out. And enough lockdown to take him out, actually. So this time it was enough damage. And they do the job right there to drop him. Yeah, that was a dust used by Scout, actually. It popped him out of Vanish. I was curious what that was about. Anyways, Voodoo Chester also is picked off here. But Soul Stealer with a buyback. Didn't even notice that until now. It's the second and final buyback. And he ends up taking out Scout right there. And Empath inside. He's going to go for the kill on Drunken Master.
Double tap.
And a double tap for him. And now back into the Kongor pit. Oh, the buyback is real. 19-6-6 on the Soul Stealer. And this should set up a Kongor now. 15-3-12 Scout, though. Jeez, I didn't realize he was doing so well. But yeah, bound dies would be nice, guys. Let's see if any investment's coming out. Okay, spell shards for Plague Rider. Gee, much better.
Kongor has been slain.
Artesia trying to finish a sheep stick. Could be a very good item here. No portal key, though. That's a little unfortunate. There's the Kongor kill, though. So another token for the level 25 now Soul Stealer. Gonna look to push out this bottom lane at least. Again, the tier 3 tower mid taking some damage already, but might as well get the final tier 2 tower destroyed.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
So 38.5 minutes in right here. Oh, Solstice ultimate. Looking to open on to the Soul Stealer. He pops the symbol, though. He's going to heal right back up. Gets the turn kill on a Solstice. And he's back to full life, baby. Artesia with that sheep stick. Used it initially, which was good. But he dies now after the Shrunken Head also activated now. That's pre-token, so curious about that decision. It is going to wear off here now. But again, standing toe-to-toe. Still getting that life steal. Nice job with the disarm, though. And that will prevent those auto attacks. So now, but with no Shrunken Head, it's a dangerous spot to be in for Solstice. He's going to go for the Soul Burst. He gets it off, actually. Oh, and he gets the kill on a Scout right there. As a result, now he's going after Plague Rider with the Spirit Ward assist. Just they get the kills, the cleanup, and the genocide in favor of the Hellborn. Oh, what a play there in the end. The dive was real coming out from Soul Stealer. And he did just right-click a wing bow right there, and that's great to see.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Because that's going to put him over the top to that should be the game-winning item right there, in my opinion. Because with that wing bow now, there's no Savage Mace, no sign of a Savage Mace on the other side. And they're going to easily get the bottom set of racks now. No buybacks to be had on the Legion. 800 plus gold per minute now in favor of Soul Stealer. He's going to go for the tier 3 mid. He probably should at least get that and then maybe fall back here. I mean, it is just Solstice, so I guess he's not too worried. Solstice is like, hey, fight me. Uh-oh. Now Solstice is dead.
You know me! I killing machine!
You know me, killing machine. And here's Empath now, so maybe he doesn't need to fall back. They're going to feed kills like that. Just keep going in one by one, and they'll just win the game right here. He's going to go to the 2-3 top now. Artesia's up, so is Scout. Okay, everyone's really going to be up now outside of that Solstice. He does have the wing bow, though, but everyone's up on the Hellborn side as well. Now, Swiftblade the only one not here, but there's the Shuriken and pop from Soul Stealer. They have a nice lockdown on him with the lunge. This will go going through. He pops the symbol of rage, though. Putting in those auto attacks as much as he can. The Sheepstick coming out, though. So this is great lockdown on the Soul Stealer. They finally kill him, actually. And he does not have any buybacks, remember. So he used both of his buybacks earlier on in this game. So it is going to be a cleanup here in favor of the Legion. As Pandemonium will even go down before he can do enough damage to get the turn kill right there. Swiftblade, is he going to try to go for an all-in melee racks kill? No, not going to be worth it. He falls back, but Soul Stealer is dead for about another minute here. So maybe a little bit of comeback chance, as I don't know what Empath is thinking. Just literally post-ace it into a creep rate right next to Artesia. I guess that was the plan. Now Swift slashes Artesia. Why are you running away from a creep wave? No. Oh, there's just some heroes you just do not want to do that against, and Swiftblade's one of those. Yeah, so that worked out. But unfortunately, they're not really able to capitalize too much on the Soul Stealer being dead with no buyback. He's going to be up in 20 seconds. By the time they're... Yeah, they still have tier 2 towers up even, so it's almost like a false hope right there that, you know, killing with no backs, like, oh, great chance. No, not really. They're just so far behind at this point. Demonic Breastplate finished on Drunken Master, which is good. A Refresher almost finished, lol, on Plague Rider. Scout, he's... But, I mean, you look at Scout's items, and this is a level 25 Scout. It just doesn't feel that scary. Like, now he even went a late Abyssal Skull. Level 3 Shieldbreaker and the Nullfire and the Null Stone. It just feels awkward, right? It just doesn't feel like... Again, this was a Suicide or an offlane Scout, so I from that perspective I get it, but at the same time, he had a fantastic start. Besides that, he was a top farmer of the team, and their team was ahead at that point. So, I don't know. I think the build could have been a little more aggressive from the start and thus more of a late-game carry even at the end of it. But Pandemonium, that 8-second BKB now. Soul Stealer's down to 5 seconds, actually, so he's been pretty active using hits. He even got a Demonic Breastplate. What did he sell? Blanking on what he sold, but I'm sure it wasn't. Oh, maybe the bottle. I guess maybe he just got rid of the bottle at that point. Swiftblade, he's just going to walk away as a Frostburn. No Fireblade unable to keep him close enough, though, and they did not have vision. No Bound Eye on either side still. Oh boy, Soul Stealer's hunting. Soul Stealer's hungry. And he's going to pop the Shrunken Head. He's found by the Word of Revelation, actually, so he's going to cancel the Soul Burst. Too far away right there. Yeah, I had to be careful. What is this about? Okay, new Jester.
Nemesis.
For some reason, thought he was the most farmed hero in the game. An anti-major, or wow. Soul Stealer is going to find Scout right here. That's a free kill. He tried to jump on a Pandemonium. Pandemonium just baited him out. And he's even going to call it a GG. All right, there's a play courier. The infinite bounces. Let's go. Let's go. Infinite bounces. Oh, it's done. Down for the master, ladies and gentlemen. 4,200 gold right there.
A Legion barracks has been destroyed. A Legion
That was
barracks has been
4,200
destroyed.
gold right there. Just showing off by Plague Rider. Soul Stealer, he's going to go all in right here. Might as well have fun with him. Mega Crease have been spawned. Gets the one kill. Drunken Master, he's going to die. And that should all but do it in favor of the Hellborn. So, bit of a comeback coming out from them. Was great to see. And congratulations, no doubt, to the Hellborn side right here, as they are going to be victorious
Destroyed a Legion tower.
and win this